We manifesting, bitch. Welcome back to Intuitive Safe Haven. Haven.
I'm manifesting.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Intuitive Safe Haven. My name is Rose, your half-shaven vixen, and this is the channel where we learn insight with attitude. We do makeup and we learn about manifesting and our spiritual journeys. Well, I give experience from mine at least. But if you haven't already, please consider following me on Instagram. Yeah. And also subscribe if you're interested in this type of stuff. I also do tarot readings and tarot videos, so I will be releasing one very soon, so stick around for that. But in today's video, I wanted to talk about the 3 different types of manifesting that I have learned about so far that I've really been more familiar with. The first one I'm gonna go into is law of assumption. Then there is law of attraction, and then there are rituals or setting intentions because we don't want to offend anybody. But anyways, I will also be testing out this makeup palette from Five Below. It is called the Beauty Book, and this is what it looks like. Ignore that. This is what it looks like, and as you can see, it's got some indents in it, but don't worry, they still work. So we will be doing that today. So let's get started. All right, now that we're super close to my face, we can get into the video. So I already primed with my Benefit Professional Primer. And while this is drying, let me get into the first method of manifestation. It is going to be law of assumption. And basically what law of assumption is that, oh shit, forgot the mic. I forgot the damn mic. Law of assumption is pretty much very simple. It's not that complicated at all. It basically, the main principle of it is that if we assume something and we can keep our mental state in that assumption for long enough, then the desire you have will already be yours. And so basically it's pretty much saying you want something and declaring it to the universe and just waiting to receive it. And a lot of the times things will shift and move and conform to that assumption. For example, if you think so-and-so is a shitty person and you assume that, that is what they will be because they will conform to your assumption. That's why it's very important when practicing law of assumption that you really keep an eye on your thoughts and you really keep an eye on the way you think and perceive things and you don't react, because a lot of the times when that happens, it conforms to whatever negative thoughts that we have. So just keep that in mind. The first color that I am going to go in is going to be this orange color right here. We're gonna go into that. I'm gonna start priming my eyelids with the Morphe Eyelid Primer. And the first color I'm going to dip into is, ow, I just hit my mouth. I'm gonna dip into this orange color right here. And we're gonna go right above our eyeballs, our eyepieces. So there are many people out on the internet that teach law of assumption. I think one of the most popular people that especially me, I learned law of assumption from is Neville Goddard. There are plenty of law of assumption teachers out there. Sammy Ingram being one, as well as Kim Velez, Dylan James, and also Krisha Love. But if you want to do more research on law of assumption and how to practice it, those channels will definitely help you. Me personally, I relate more to Sammy Ingram only because she's pretty much straightforward. She's very upfront, very upfront Florida girl, and I like that. I like that, Sammy. I forgot to add my electrical tape. So I guess we're gonna do that now. So now that we have this part done, and I added my electrical tape at the last moment, I'm going to get into briefly about law of attraction. Ha! And while I'm doing that, we are going to take this brush here and go into this blue right here, and let's get to it. So, law of attraction. Law of attraction is a practice that has been studied for quite a long time as well, but the difference is with law of attraction, and this is just from my experience of practicing it, the difference between it is that and law of assumption is that law of attraction, we pretty much vibrate to the frequency of the things that we want to attract. Our emotions, our feelings, and the way we think maintains a certain frequency, and whatever frequency we're putting out there, we're attracting things that match that frequency. If you are trying to attract certain type of things, you have to match the frequency of whatever it is you're trying to attract. And what I think a lot, it's same way with law of assumption, if you are vibrating at a low frequency, then you're going to attract a lot of things that you don't want. So another thing is to really maintain high vibrations if you're really practicing this and you're trying to utilize it to your benefit. If you really want to explore that option of attracting things with law of attraction, I would definitely do some research, but I don't want to get too deep into it because I don't want to make this video like 30 minutes long, because I know half of y'all only watch about 2 or 3 minutes of my video. All right, y'all. So now that I've blended this out a little bit, I'm not really caring for the way the blue looks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a full cut crease all the way to the end, and we're gonna see how that shit turns out. All right, so now that we have this, I am going to go back in with the blue right here. Let's see how it swatches. Focus! Focus! There we go. That's how it swatches. Let's see if we can get this to stand out more on my eyelids. All right, so now that we're done with this, I'm going to be getting into this blue right here. See how that swatches. Yes, so we're just gonna have fun with this today. But let's get into the third method of, manifestation. All right, so the third method of manifestation is setting intentions, or some people would call it rituals or witchcraft, but I don't want to offend nobody, so we're just going to call it setting intentions. So there are ways that people set their own intentions, and it can be done through rituals, or some people call it spell casting. And basically what this method assists with is to kind of keep your focus on the intentions that you want. And while, the candles are burning or whatever, you focus on that intention the whole time. And some people utilize working with spirits and stuff in order to do this. That's okay, because honestly, this is probably the oldest form of manifestation that there is out there. In my opinion, I think it's probably one of the first methods that, people have used in order to manifest desires or manifest events to happen. Many people of different cultures also practice this method, so this is why I feel like this is probably like the most oldest form of manifestation. Many people practice, rituals for self-love or as a rite of passage. There are many types of rituals that can be practiced this way. Self-love, money, love, honestly, those are the most popular ones that, people do in order to manifest the things that they want. But there are other ways to do it. The whole purpose of this ritual is to kind of keep your focus on your intention long enough while the candles are burning, and then it also helps with releasing the urgency of that desire, because once it is done and you've done the ritual and you kind of just go about your day, in your mind you already know whatever it is that you intended is done already, and that's usually how it manifests. So it's basically a way to keep your focus and then carry out an action and then kind of sending signals to the universe. I have had experience using these different methods of manifestation, and I can't say whether one works better than the other because I've used them all, and some things work for me and some things don't. Now that we're done with the blue, I'm gonna go in with this bright green right here, and I'm gonna swatch it for you guys so you can see how it shows up. Focus! Focus! There we go. That's how it swatches. So let's have fun with that. So the main objective in all these methods of manifestation is to kind of live in the state of knowing that it's already done. And once you achieve that mental state, that's when you really know that, you don't have to really worry about it. Because what people tend to do is they kind of tend to over obsess about their desires. And when you over obsess about your desires, that kind of shows the universe that you're in a state of lack. And that's something you never want to be in. You never want to be lacking for anything at all, because if you're lacking for something, then the only thing you're going to continue to manifest is more lack. So I would keep that in mind when you're training your mind or you're going through the process of manifesting. Always think in the state that is already done. Because if you do that, you already have it. And it's as simple as that. I'm going to go in this blue right here. And if I can get the camera to focus, please, there we go. That color I'm gonna focus on, and we're gonna go into that bright blue there. All right, now that we're done, we're gonna go in with our eyeliners. I am going to be using the blue portion to do the outer part of my eye and the white one to do the inner. Let's do this. Yes! All right, so now that we've got the lashes on and everything, let's put on our foundation and everything and finish this look, and then we can sum up the video. Yeah. So, I'm gonna take my Fenty Pro Filter foundation in the color 360, and I'm just gonna go in. Okay. So now that we got the foundation on, I'm going to go in with my One Size Butter Silk Concealer. Butter Silk Concealer in Dark One Neutral. And now, I know you guys are asking, Rose, what are all the differences between law of assumption, law of attraction, and, doing rituals and stuff? Yes, there are differences. The only differences are in the way they're practiced and teach. But other than that, one thing that they do have in common, in my opinion, is that they all teach about the state of mind. Your state of mind is one of the most important things in any of these practices, because if your state of mind is not in the right one at the right time, when you're trying to manifest something, chances are you are not going to manifest it. So it's very important to make sure you have the right state of mind if you're trying to achieve anything. Goals are important, and even though a lot of the times, and this is something that I kind of learned through law of assumption as well, persistence is key. If you keep persisting, then you will manifest your desire. The universe will move to what it is that you want. So keep that in mind. The only thing that I don't really care for with law of attraction is that you have to be at a certain frequency all the time. Like, listen, man, you can't be high vibing all the time, because you know some people just fucking lower your vibration, and if you got people out there lowering your vibration, then you need to find new people to be around, because that's another thing. You know, the people you hang around kind of influence the things that you want to achieve in life as well. So keep that in mind. After we put on blush, I am gonna do these eyebrows, because you know eyebrows make the look, baby. And I'm gonna use my fine precision brow pencil from Kiss New York, and we gonna get some precision in. And what you want to do is kind of like draw little hairs here, because like honestly I don't do the whole drawing of my eyebrows in thing, because I got eyebrows. Some people don't have eyebrows, so I understand, but I needed something with more precision, so I went to my local beauty supply store and I got this. So for those who already have a sufficient amount of eyebrows, but you still want to, like, you know, put a little stank on them, get you a thin precision pencil. That shit works. You know, there's no need to like glob on a whole bunch of brow gel and shit so you look like Rock Lee from Naruto. But, you know, just get you a little pencil. A little pencil does the trick. All right, so now that the brows are done, I am going to highlight. We are going to highlight with the Benefit Cookie Highlighter. And we're just gonna highlight all the places where light reflects, like right here, here, there. Let's spread that out a little bit. What lipstick should I use? Well, to be honest, I have no idea, and I figured red was the best choice, so we're gonna go with red. So let's do this. Now, typically I would outline my lips, but this is red, so we gonna go in. All right, now that we're done, I'm going to set this with my e.l.f. HD, e.l.f. HD powder, you know, to kind of get rid of a little bit of that shininess. Oh shit, I forgot to contour. So we're gonna contour with the Shapeshifter palette from Naked. Now we're gonna go on with our HD powder. Dusty, 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 dusty. Everyone, so this is the final look. I hope you guys like this look. I kind of just improvised it. I really had no idea what I was going to do with this makeup look, but let me know how the look is in the comments below. And also, just to follow up on what I was saying, you know, law of assumption, law of attraction, and doing rituals, they're all different ways of manifesting. It's all up to you on how you choose and what your beliefs are on how to practice your manifesting practice and journey. You know, like, these are just, you know, a couple of things that I want to throw out there. I didn't want to make the video too long, but if you want me to go into depth with it, you know, please comment below. And if you've made it this far, please feel free to subscribe to my channel so that you guys can interact with me, because my whole purpose of creating this channel is to build a community of, you know, spiritual femmes that love to do makeup. You know, I enjoy doing makeup, and I enjoy, you know, sharing my experiences with spirituality and learning more, and I just want to be able to share this experience with you guys. So yeah, feel free to subscribe, feel free to follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. And you know what? I'll see you guys on the next video. And yeah.